welcome to the Global Video Hub. And this month we're focusing on our must-haves from the annual catalog. And it was hard for me to pick, but I have chosen the Tailor Made Tag dies because I feel that these can work in with other tools and images and products that you already have and make them even more versatile. So for today's project, I'm going to mix these in with another favorite, and that is the Turtle Friends bundle, which is just such a cute and fun little bundle that you can punch out of patterned paper or color it in as you wish. And then, of course, it comes with a punch, and we always love bundles that come with a punch. So I am starting with a card base that is 5 by 5 inches. So you would need to cut your So Saffron cardstock to 5 inches by 10 inches and then fold that in half. And then I have a mat of pale papaya that is 4 3/4 inches squared and a whisper white that is 4 5/8 inches square. I'm just going to stamp on this first, just in case I need to turn it over. So I'm going to use So Saffron and Basic Gray. And I will be using another favorite. This one is called Biggest Wish. Now, the Turtle Friends does have some very cute sentiments in it as well, but I did want to use this one because then you can stamp with 2 colors, which I will show you. So in the So Saffron, I'm going to stamp the Hello, which is this really nice big typewriter font. And then in the Basic Gray, I'm going to stamp Hello again in the more scripted font. And then I will adhere these 2 together and then put it onto my card base with dimensionals. Now I want to use my tags. As you can see, with the tag dies, you get 2 different styles of tags and 4 different sizes in each style. In addition, there are these little, what I would call reinforcers. The circles match up with this style, and the little D rings, I guess is what I'd call them, match up with this style. And I have found that it's really handy that you can cut 3 and 4 at a time, and you can just ride those along with your paper or cardstock as you're cutting out your tags or other items. And you may only need 1, but it's going to cut 3. And so I've just started a little container that's got my leftovers, because then next time I need one, maybe I'll already have it cut. For this project, we are using the largest tag die, and I have used the Pattern Party paper, which is one of the host selections. And then I've used the Pale Papaya in the Designer Series paper prints. I'm just going to adhere these together because I'll get my ribbons and things on first, and then I'll put it onto the card. And then I have, so this is the largest and the second largest, and then the third one. So there's even one even smaller than this. So I've used the 3 larger ones and done that one in Basic White. And I have used the Stitched Hearts folders. So in this sample, I've used the one that's more of a little stripe. I thought this was quite a cute one and kind of goes with the feel of those turtles, particularly if you're doing something for a younger person or even a baby card. Oops, and then we want to put on our little reinforcer. And you do need to adhere it on. I've had a few people ask me that. Just a little dot of glue or a glue dot is adequate, but I don't think you'd be happy if it was just left loose. And then I'm going to use some Pale Papaya ribbon, the open weave ribbon, and I've chosen this one because it's very soft, which makes it easy to tie, but it's also not overly heavy for a card that's using such soft colors. And then I'm going to use some of the Basics twine and thread that through. You could also use linen thread, but I am stamping my turtle in gray, so I wanted to use this gray twine. So I've just threaded that through the hole separately to the ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a second smaller bow. Okay, then we will put this onto our card front, and I'm going to put this guy over to the far left-hand side, and I'm going to line up the bottom of the tag with the bottom of that Hello, just so it looks cohesive. You get your ribbon sitting how you want it. And now let's add our turtle. So for the turtle, I have stamped one in basic gray on basic white and another in basic gray on basic white, and then also stamped the turtle detail in Pool Party, which matches the color in this paper. And then this one I've already punched out, so this guy will punch out. And now we want to color in the body on this one, and I am using light and dark smoky slate. You could also use light and dark gray granite. So I'm just going to go around a little outline with the dark. And then I'll go back and add the light. And you want to add enough layers that you no longer see that line that has been drawn around the perimeter of the image, so that they blend together. And some colors blend more quickly than others, but just keep going. If it doesn't look right, just keep adding more layers of ink. And then I'll take the pale papaya, and I'm using the dark here, and just color in his little toenails, or her little toenails, whichever you prefer. And then I'm also going to use the color lifter, and this does take a moment to develop, but just to kind of lighten the color, maybe just in through the middles here. Okay, now to add the shell onto our existing turtle, I'm going to just take my scissors and just cut the shell portion out. And then we'll add this onto the top of this turtle with dimensionals. Now the tags just give us a really nice little base to put our elements. So you can even take a relatively small element like the turtle and you know, make it kind of fill a whole card by, I might just tuck that behind him, by adding it on top of the tags. And then our final element, well, another element on the front. Now these are discontinuing by the end of June, so if you don't have these, you might want to consider grabbing them. These are the resin hearts, and you've got the red ones and there's white ones. Now I've used my So Saffron Stampin' blends and colored the colored the white hearts, sorry, with the So Saffron so it matches. Now then for the inside of the card, you can stamp the little baby turtle and color him in, and then you've got a little turtle on the inside as well. And I have matted that onto the pale papaya. Another element that you can add is the crystal effects, the shimmery crystal effects. So I've added on this one, and basically you will just slowly and carefully squeeze out the crystal effects onto the little shell elements. Hopefully you can see that. And then you do need to let it dry for at least a few hours, and then it will become like this hard shell, and it does add just some shine and interest to your project. Now I'd like to show you a few more samples using the tags. So first I'll show you a few more card ideas. So this is one using the Art in Bloom set, and basically the tag here is not the focal point, but it's just created a nice base to add your words, and then it's an opportunity to add some embellishments as well. And then this card is the same with the same Art in Bloom set, and we've got 3 tags this time as a background and done all in black and white, also with the pattern party paper. So then your flowers are just really pop against the black and white, and you can make them quite vibrant or whatever colors that you wish to use. Another great thing about the tags is it's an opportunity to use up little bits and pieces. I'm sure I'm not the only one that just ends up with little strips and scraps and little extra die cuts that I didn't end up using, and just putting them all in a little bin and then making up a pile of tags is a great way to use them. So some of these were made by some of my team. I've made this one just using some scraps of the designer series paper. It's also an opportunity to use up the little bits of ribbon. Often when we're making a card or a project, we have these little extra pieces that are just scraps, and you could just quickly cut them and make little tags and have them ready to go for either a card front or the top of a box, or next time you give a gift. I think they could be quite useful just to have ready to go. And then I've also used tags on a scrapbook page. So here I've used them as a base to put my element of my ice cream cone and a little bit of the title. And then here I've used it as a little hidden element tucked behind the photo for some journaling. And then a similar layout, same idea. These were used for my journaling and then as a base to put my ice cream cone element. And then down here, a little partial tag to add some more of the words and journaling to the layout. So I hope that was useful and inspiring for you. And I love the Tailor Made tags, and I hope that you will love them too. This is Jackie Williams. Thanks for joining me, and enjoy the rest of the video hop. Bye-bye.